Hey guys, Dan King here. I wanted to make a video. Just just got back from work, and I wanted to talk about a few things. I wanted to make a video called "They Want to Keep You Broke," so watch this. So basically, what I wanted to get at is basically I wanted to make a video like explaining like how to get your money up. Basically, now you might be wondering like, yeah, this guy doesn't know anything, but there is actually a way to like get your money up, and it's like a secret. It's not really secret. It's just like an unknown, like it's just the knowledge isn't really out there. So I was thinking I might start making videos about this stuff. So, hey Mavis. Shh. So basically, like, I I have a 9 to 5 and I do pretty good there, but it never pays enough. And I always see these people. They got nice, like everyone got vehicles and stuff, but it's like it's not as hard as you think. Now, I don't really want to be responsible, and this is not financial advice, right? So I'm not like I don't have a license for any of this stuff, but this is like common knowledge, but not so common. So basically, like Mavis, my cat. So basically, um, there is actually a way. Like I have tried this before. Hypothetically, it should work. Hypothetically, it has kind of worked. My one video, I was talking about it, but I got like no views for it. And like, there's gems in there, but I guess you really gotta like practice the work, practice what you preach to really get the views that you want. That's why I'm making videos. So I'm gonna just keep making videos up every day because like I don't really have a car or anything, so like I gotta make YouTube videos basically, and I think it's my thing to do. So yeah, so I think I see a lot of YouTubers talk about this. I think there's like a whole class. I wouldn't say class revolution, but like a transfer of wealth. And I do think it's happening. And I think early on some people catch on to this. But, you got different like classes of people and wealth distribution. But that can be all for a separate video. Because I could make a whole video about that. But I was going to make this video title is going to be probably they want to keep you broke, so watch this. So I don't know if you know, like if you want to, it all comes down to like I would say metaphysical stuff, right? But like nobody knows anything about that, which is probably a good thing. But that's why these videos are gonna be a long process to make, and I gotta start adding like more stuff to them. It's just a whole setup I gotta get set up. It's gonna take a minute. For now, they're just vlog videos. I try to get my stream working, but my stream key's not working for my console, so I can't really stream my gameplay with a camera. I can get the camera working, but like for some reason my account for my console, the stream key doesn't want to work, and I looked up some issues, and it kind of looks like if your stream key's messed up, you're not really going to get anywhere. So I don't know if that's like an internal problem. I have no understanding of that. But I wanted to make a video about like they want to keep you broke. The whole system we live in, I wouldn't say it's made to keep us broke. I just feel like that's like a way to look at it, basically. But it really comes down to like yourself, your ethics, and your work um, ethic too, and how much you're willing to put in to get the end result or end output that you want. Now, um, as you know, like there's a bunch of like YouTubers out there, and I guess the way they fucking prompt themselves into the system, I guess, is how they make their money, because it just seems that like anyone can just make anything at this point. So you just gotta find an audience. It goes back to like marketing, I guess. That's why I'm studying marketing right now. Uh, but it's like a system. There's like every time I make a video and I go back on the internet and I see like more people, they all create these systems. And I have like one video I might link some systems up. But a lot of people, what they do is there's like these 4 types of niches. One of them is like health, beauty, finance, and I don't know what the other one is. I guess like insecurities like makeup or self improvement, health, uh, wealth, and finance is probably like the 4 niches that everyone's trying to get into. And there's a way you could like tap into those, right, and then turn them into niches, which are already niches within themselves. And then you would have to learn the marketing aspect, which would be the whole aspect of like people sell whole courses of this stuff on the internet, right? So, um, the marketing, once you find your niche, it's all about the marketing, I guess. And there's people that have like videos set up where it's like they have like a little portrait of themselves at the top of whatever screen, and then they're screencasting. But I would like to actually get some information down, right, of me actually doing the stuff first before I really start preaching it. But it's plausible and possible because these concepts I have put into like practice, and I've seen results. So if that's enough to show me that it's possible, then I'm pretty sure some of these marketing techniques are possible if these other people are doing it. But it just seems like when I start thinking about this stuff, it's like there's already people that are already doing it faster. Like that one quote, like whenever you see someone doing what you want to do, it's your time to start doing what you want to do. Something like that. I don't know. But I know this video was all a bunch of talk. Um, but I will be getting into videos explaining like some of the stuff. I already basically got like the one niche. Like I don't think like some people do this for just themselves. It's their diary. It's entertainment. For me, it's like all three of them basically: entertainment, diary, and opportunity to actually get something going on with the internet. But um, I think you just gotta find something you want to market. I'm personally a businessman, so I've been in a couple niches. I tried real estate, but that one requires high capital and long-term uh, strategy. So that's kind of like the thing you want to do last. But there's things past real estate, from what I heard, that are better than that, better than real estate. But you got to start somewhere. And a lot of people are actually, I, I would say 80%. I wouldn't say 90%. Everyone says 90%. 90% of who, what, like people are stuck on their paychecks, paycheck to paycheck, and it's really hard to get out of that system. It takes, if you're not careful, it can take years for some people. Some people get lucky, some it doesn't. Some people have the capital. All depends where you're at. Some people are not interested in this stuff. Some people would rather just work a 9 to 5 and live paycheck to paycheck, and there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do. It's just something I'm not interested in doing, but it is possible for other people. But I have seen there are ways to make money. It seems to me that a lot of people get on the internet and do the whole product marketing scheme, and then they become their own brand, right? Once some people already have their own brand, and they just go on the internet and start marketing, so they already got the steps down. But I see a lot of Instagrammers and people and YouTubers who do this. I'm trying to get into that boat and then market myself out of it, possibly become my own brand, but a lot of it takes a lot of work and dedication. But I'm gonna start coming out with videos explaining like what you actually got to do, because basically there is a system, right? You want to get out of 9 to 5 and find a way to make passive income, which is like the word that everyone says on the internet. It's like the whole trigger word for people to get people's attention. And you got to do the passive income scheme or whatever. Not really a scheme, it's just business basically. But I'm trying to think. You got to get that passive income thing going on. Basically, you got to work your way out of um, your paycheck. But that takes lots of years of dedication and practice. Like I said, everyone's different. But from what I see, the best route would probably have to go from understanding where your own finances and your work environment, right? Those are probably the two most important things. From there, once you start to understand that and master that part, that's when you can start saving, understanding your own finances, and then start investing in yourself. The reason I say invest in yourself is because that's probably the most important thing, right? Because a lot of people say invest your money. Invest what? You need a financial advisor, right? If you don't know what you're doing, because you don't know where to invest, because you only got so much capital. This is for like normal people in the mud, right? Financial advisors are expensive, right? So that's going to be a lot of money. Then you need lawyers to protect yourself, and then these financial advisors have an idea of where to put your money, right? You need money in the first place, so you're going to be going back to your 9 to 5. So that's why I say master your own finances in 9 to 5 environment, right? So you can build up a little bit of income, a little bit of money that you can invest into yourself. And then investing in yourself would probably be like, a lot of people would go to drop shipping and stocks are like the two main things people would say invest your money in. Well, stocks is a really high risk game. I wouldn't say reward because most people don't even. Stocks is its own. Stocks was originally just the issue certificates to invest in the company. Now it's like a whole like gambling enterprise type thing. Everyone wants to buy stocks, this and that, but you gotta remember you're buying actual parts of a company. So a lot of these companies already made their money in wealth. So I don't know why you would want to own this stock unless you're betting against the stock. But like I said, it's high risk, high reward. But I wouldn't even say reward because you would have to be an insider to even get a reward these days, I guess. And insider trading, from what I know, is not legal. So that's why you got to go back to the first two steps. And if you get a financial advisor, he'll help you find a way to invest your money into something with a small return that takes years or months. So that's another thing you got to worry about too. So getting money and getting rich is not really, these get rich schemes usually are from selling the course itself. So, and there's really no such thing as a get rich scheme unless you're actually scamming someone and not providing any real value. And that would be stealing, and stealing is theft, which is against the law and is against the real laws too. So it's not really something you would want to get into. So that's why I want to make these videos, and just as a self-reference point for myself and maybe for other like-minded individuals that come across these videos that have an idea of similar thought or in the same boat and are wondering about what they should do. So yeah, I just wanted to come out with this video and just express some idea, express some thought into the environment, and see if anyone comes across some videos of something similar. I don't know, but till next time, guys, I'll keep you updated, and peace out.